Okay, so hello everyone. So we are from Group 9 and we will be reporting about Kalinga Arts. So allow us to tour you or to explain to you, report to you our Kalinga Arts here in our province, Kalinga, and let us be amazed about on the creativeness of our ancestors and as well as our fellow citizens here. So
Kalinga weaving. Basketry. The basket of Kalinga shows their fine craftsmanship. The labay is a bowl-shaped basket made from rattan, with sizes that vary from 20 to 150 cm. Labay is the antique Kalinga storage basket for carrying and storing rice or vegetables made by the mountain people from northern Luzon, the largest island in the Philippines. Plated from thin strips of bamboo in complex mata or eye designs. These pattern echo textile designs of the area. Laba baskets also have a rattan base so they can safely be set down without spilling the contents. Let's go for Kalinga embroidery. The Kalinga weavers produce hand-woven fabric variety of uses, from traditional cloth for clothing and ritual use to commercial fabrics intended for making household decors, souvenirs, bags, and accessories. The major weaving center in Kalinga is the village of Mabilong in the town of Lubwagan. The weavers of Mabilong are known for their backstrap weaving techniques, which they pass on to their daughters as soon as they are able to operate the loom. But weaving isn't reserved only for women. Male family members take part in activity as well. Kalinga weaves are characterized by the traditional combination of red and black and the use of beads. Red symbolizes bravery, black symbolizes the earth or the ground. Yellow symbolizes mountain, also wealth and fertility. Kalinga traditional garments include the kain, wrap-around skirt for women, and the beeg string for men.
I am Jonalyn Sagilot and I will continue the reporting art. So we have here number 3 is tattoo. So tattoo making is, or the art of tattooing is what is Kalinga is famous for, especially that we have here the renowned artist by which he is well known because of the traditional method in doing tattoo. So tattoo is the traditional practice of hand-tapped body art began with the Kalinga headhunters and warriors thousands of years ago. So men were only able to get a tattoo after they had killed another person in combat. It was a sign of strength, power, a sign of dominance and masculinity. And for women, it is a sign of beauty and status. So we can see how the art of tattooing is very important in the olden days. So one cannot get tattoo easily. They have to earn the tattoo that are imprinted upon them, such that tattoo for women are a symbolism of status and beauty. And for men, they get tattoo when they won a battle or when they have killed an enemy. For the information of everyone, the art of tattooing is not just situated in the barangay of Buscalan. However, other municipalities also here in Kalinga practice the art of tattooing. So the art of tattooing uses a thorn from the pomelo tree, which is bound to a bamboo stick, and string for stencils, a mixture of coal and water for the ink, and of course, patience and a steady hand. So those are the things that is needed in the art of tattooing. So the designs are based from patterns from nature such as mountains, trees, rivers, and etc. So moving on, we have also the Kalinga pottery. So we do know that in the early times, our ancestors do not have the aluminum pots or the containers that we have here at the moment. So the resources that they have are clay. So they use this clay, they apply the art of pottery in order to create containers which are this banga, which are this banga that are used for cooking, for fetching water, for storage of anything that can be put towards the banga. So, pottery is a traditional craft of the local tribes in Kalinga. And as of the moment, the town of Pasil is known for its clay pots called fanga, which is being formed by potters, which is in the local dialect are the Mamfafanga. So, Kalinga pottery or the art of pottery is had been had been passed from generations to generations. And as of the moment, there are modernized designs also of pottery, by which sometimes the pottery that they create are for piggy banks, for for decoration purposes, such as what we have here on the screens. So these are the modern designs of Kalinga pottery. Okay, so moving on, we have the beads and accessory making. So we do know that in all the provinces of Cordillera, Kalinga has the best, or what we say that has this dazzling and glimmering outfits, right? Because we have our necklace, we also have head accessories, we also have bracelets and the things that we put here, right? So accessory making is also an art of the Kalinga. Beads that are in those accessories are precious heirloom pieces for Kalinga women who hold the beads sacred. So beads are an integral part of the Kalinga native social fabric and attire, and the practice of bead making is intimately woven into the lives of its people. So the beads that we can see on those genuine Kalinga jewelries are holds very much expensive values as well as sentimental values, since are those beads are from lots of generations before. So Kalinga beads are made of stone and glass, and they call the beads as faringot or ong-ong. And there are also a lot of versions of how the Kalinga tribes call the beads. So the art of collecting, organizing, and arranging of beads are being applied in the designs of necklaces and jewelries are attractive. So I have encountered a person who makes the beads. He designs those beads here, and the job in making this one are really intricate, and it's not something that any normal people can do, because they have to know which goes first, and what are the importances, or what are the significance of the arrangement and the patterns of the beads. So we have here the Kalinga heirloom beads that are seen on the picture. And at the moment, there are imitations that are being created at the moment, such as the picture here, by which this is an imitation of the genuine Kalinga beads. So yes, at the moment, because of the demands of cultural representations, or the demands of the use of those beads, some of our fellows are creating an imitations of it, by which in these imitations they really apply the arts of bead making. And number 6, we also have the weaponry. So in Kalinga, they make their own weapons. Right? So they create their weapons for war, such as spears, shields, bolas, and etc. And blacksmithing is still being practiced in the province, particularly in the areas of Butbut, Tinglayan, and many communities also here in Kalinga. So these pictures are the method of how they make bolos. So the creation of bolas is that they put the bola in a very high temperature, and then afterwards they hammer it. So they really apply the process of blacksmithing. And we have here their products, which are bolos with this rattan woven designs, and they also make the houses of it, and they make a lot of weapons out of it, such as axes, knife, bolos, and spears, and a lot more. And moving on, we also have the Kalinga architectures. So the Kalinga architecture is unique in its many ways. So the Kalinga indigenous house construction is one of the most well-liked ethnic structural designs for having make use of traditional system of construction that is more multi-part than its seeming simplicity. So the houses here, down here, are the different designs of how ethnic Kalinga houses are being created. So we may really see the simplicity of it. However, the process of creating it is very difficult, especially this octagon house, right? This octagon house, and this is also a rectangular house. So Kalinga is known for the nail-free traditional Kalinga house. So if we also visit the municipality of Lubagan, mainly in the center, which is Poblacion, we can also see there the American style of houses. We can see there the depiction of how how the American how the American colonization have affected the structural designs or the architectural designs of the houses there. And modern Kalinga architecture nowadays follows modern house designs, and we can also see a lot of designs that are good and that are uniquely designed by our fellow men, by which they portrayed here the art of architectures. And number 8, so moving on, we have the instruments and furniture making. So we do know that the culture in Kalinga is very, very rich, especially in terms of its music and the instrument that we use in it. So Kalinga make their own music instruments, which are mostly made from bamboo, which are tongatong, ulitaw, tongali, ulitong, diwdiwas, sagipo, and many more. And the skills as well as the capabilities that are being portrayed in the creation of this are magnificent, and indeed it is very intricate and very creative. So Ikalinga are skilled in crafting instruments and turning them to the beat. So Kalinga are rich as well with natural resources and wide varieties of trees which are created as furnitures, such as the pictures that we have here right now, which are sala sets sometimes, and they also make cabinet out of this trees that we have here in Kalinga. So we can see, so both in the creation of instruments and furniture making, is that the art of sculpturing and charot, joke lang. So in the art of instruments and furniture making is that we can see how very creative Ikalingas are, as well as we can see how also these instruments and furniture are being commercialized and modernized at the moment, as being as a source of economic resource, and as well as for instruments it serves as a reflection of our Kalinga culture, and as well as a reflection of the human resources of Ikalinga, who are very skilled in art making. Here are the pictures of instruments in our province which are made of bamboo. We have here the patanggok sa gripo. We also have here tongatong, bungkaka, and a lot more. And it's really just amazing how creative we are as an Ikalinga through these different types of art forms. So with all of those arts that are presented, there are actually a lot more of arts that are being practiced in Kalinga. However, we have highlighted these 8 because they have cultural significance, as well as they were practiced in the olden times that are being passed right now. Though at the moment they are being commercialized, and some of these practices or arts are not being widely applied. However, the significance of this one, and as well as the portrayal of how skillful or how creative Kalingas are presented through these 8 different types of Kalinga arts. So with all of this one, we end our report. Thank you so much, and God bless.